So, just a little bit of background. We bought this little ranch last year, trying to get out of the city a little more often and going when we want to go and not when we're told we can or can't. But I had these two old oaks just waiting. Every time the wind blew, more limbs fell out of it, and you can see down there the cows eventually will find their way over here. So just want to clean it up, make it a little safer. Got the new Stihl 261 going this morning with that 20-inch bar, and it's just flying through there like butter. Brand new chain. Got to tighten it up a little bit, as you can see. That's what's happening next. So got a little stretch there, which is common, and just have even under use. But gonna leave this nice bad boy and that one over there for some nice scenery and a little bit of shade. So I'll pick it back up here in a little bit. Gonna go get the tractor out of the barn in a little bit and get the grapple going. And we'll get about 4 good chunks of firewood out of this, and the rest of it we'll put in the burn pile. Y'all have a good morning. Hello from East Texas. Okay, folks, back out here with the Branson 4820 CH. That's a hydro. So before I go to work on the rest of the wood pickup out there, the oak trees I just sawed down, I was losing some air in this tire last week, so I pumped it up, and then I came back with my little handy dandy squirt bottle of Windex filled with palm olive. And as you can see, I had to squirt a while. If you look right there, that is a hole. So I have a little plug kit. I know some people run that, I don't want to call it slime, but liquid tube. That may be what I'm going to do next. That's a brand new set of tires with 30 hours on them. And this is East Texas, and as you know, if you live out here, that those briars are thick. I got to do a little grease job. We did get some rain, so that's a good thing. The dust will be low. This thing does blow a nice cloud. I like the tractor. I don't care for where the exhaust is at, but that's just a small gripe. Everything else inside of 30 hours has been good. So yeah, I like it overall. So let me plug this tire, and we'll get back to cutting some wood up. Okay, folks, I thought I'd go ahead and show you what I was going to do on plugging this tire. So I already found the leak. It's that little fella right there. Looks like a nice little thorn hole. Plenty more of those to come in the future of that tire. So last week I ordered this Rhino USA plug kit because I was unable to find my other plug kit. So first thing it tells me to do, I apologize, I'm out of breath, but it's hot out here today. Even though it's 90 degrees in Texas, it's still hot. So I'm going to get the little reamer out, apply a little lubricant, and ream that hole out. I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I've got that nice little auger drilled into my brand new tire, and I've got the little plug already set up, and then there's a little gauge there to keep you from going too deep with it. So I don't know if I can do this one-handed. It's going to hiss, but we're going to give it a try. You ready, set, go. Let me lay that down for just a second. Let me put some 240 pounds on this thing. Okay, so that's into the gauge. Let's see if we can get it out now. Okay, she's plugged. Now what I'm not sure is, did I get it in too far? Because I was supposed to cut that off, and it looks to me like it's already cut off. So said gauge, well, you know, there's only one way to find out. There's no sense doing this again. So what I'll do, folks, next week, I'll pump this tire up to 42 pounds. I think that's the PSI I'm supposed to be at on the front. Next time I'm out, I will check it again. I think we're okay, but since there's not anything really sticking out, it's suspect in my mind, so blame me, the operator. I'm not being paid by Rhino USA. I paid my good old $29.99 for that. It was delivered in 3 days or 2 days from Amazon. Looks to me like it's holding. I dare not look for any other ones, so I'll assume that was the problem. I was down to 33 pounds after a week, so it was a small leak, but small leaks can leave you sitting in the field if you don't keep an eye on them. Y'all have a great day. See you from Little Creek Ranch here in East Texas. Bye, y'all. Okay, I thought I'd give you one last little thing that I do on the tractor maintenance before we get out here and get the 4820 going. You know, I fixed the tire, took the air compressor, blew everything off. I try to do that every time if you've been any bush hogging or anything. So the last thing before I hit the field is I want to hit all of these zerts with some grease. I don't do it every time, but there's nothing wrong with that. Grease is cheap. Having something freeze up on you is not fun, and I'd prefer to avoid that. So I've got this DeWalt air gun, or excuse me, not air gun. I've got this DeWalt grease gun, if I can say it and think it at the same time. Think it and then say it. But it's pretty nice. I don't know if I can show you this with one hand, but I put a different lock and lube on this thing. See, you'd want to, I pre-clean all of my grease fittings, that way whenever you snap that little puppy on there, she's ready to go, and then just hit the trigger. I think this thing's got like 1,000 PSI. So what are we looking for? We don't want anything squirting out of there, but we do want some positive feedback on what we're putting in. So typically I see a little bit coming out back there. This one might be a little easier to follow. Make sure you've got it on there. Oh, see there? Okay. That's all we're looking for, a little bit of positive feedback. Well, this thing's a little on the heavy side for a grease gun, but on the other hand, I'm not spending any time pumping on it. I'm just hitting the trigger. So give that a, you can see that's backing out, so it's pushing that out. So new grease, old grease on the way out. Okay, well, I'm gonna shut this down. Just a quick, what you do every time you run your tractor if possible. If not, you may have problems, especially on the grapple and on the loader. All right, talk to you. See you later. Well, I'm back. Just thought I'd give you a quick walk around to what you Branson owners will know is the standard package. Titan 6-foot mower, 4820 CH, so it's cab and hydrostatic transmission. It's got the BL 200 loader with a grapple on it. Third function added, obviously, to run that. Could be a little cleaner, but hey, it's a dusty place out here in East Texas. So I've pretty much greased it. Blew out all of the radiator and everything to keep it clean from last time bush hogging. Something I added was a little cup holder. You have another cup holder over there, but trust me, when you're out here and it's hot and you're a ways from the barn and or the cooler, then you definitely want another cup holder. It's got the other valves back here. You got a double set of those. So I've just got a manual top link. One of these days I'd like to put a hydraulic top link, but hey, we'll see. If I were to get a bank mower that uses both of those valves, then you know the top link might be the odd one out. But let's get in here and take it for a little ride. Going to pick up the rest of that wood you saw me cut up. So let's get into our nice little air-conditioned cab. Make sure you got it in neutral. That won't want to start otherwise. I've already kind of had it running, so I'm not going to wait. Jack the RPMs up a little bit when you're doing any serious loading. You definitely want your RPMs up. Makes everything flow hydraulically, but still gonna kick the brake off. Already picked up the bush hog. Sorry about the fingers. Okay. Day. Y'all have a great one. All right. I just thought I would wrap this up on the 2 dead trees. So got a little bit of a lever going on there. Found a piece of barbed wire, which seems to be a common occurrence around. So both these trees were dead. One was leaning, one wasn't. I've got it stacked up with the Branson. So these are 2 pretty good. They were dead, so they're not saw logs or anything like that, but they'll make good firewood. So we'll get the Stihl out here on a cooler day and work those up. As you can see with the Branson, there was a whole pile of limbs that I carried down to the burn pile. But so yeah, about an hour of work. The chainsawing in the heat was probably the hardest. Nice riding around in that air-conditioned cab. Trust me, if you didn't get a cab and you live in Texas, then you miss a lot of work days unless you're very, very tough and or drink enough water to keep an elephant alive. So that's the grapple. That does a good job. I mean, it's pretty heavy duty. I haven't bent it yet. It'll pick up any of those logs individually and probably could do a couple of them, but I just take my time and go slow, and so I could carry those to the barn and then put them in the grapple and saw them up a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's just easier to just saw them up. But the tractor makes it a little easier, makes it a quicker job. And then that's just a little pile of rubble of limbs that I've got left. But again, the abundance of it, really all down there in that burn pile. So anyway. That's just a couple hours on the farm with the Branson and the Stihl and trying to clean it up, keep it safe, and having fun. And it actually has cooled down a little bit and actually looks like it wants to rain. So I don't know, we're probably in the mid 80s, which is a real change. Well, you guys have a great day. Hope you have fun watching. Tune back in if you want. We'll get better at it. I'm just using the old iPhone right now. Again, have a great day from East Texas. Tim out.